hit something. Wow. Did it hit anything?
Oh man, dreaded hole 13. Definitely not one of my favorite tee shots out here.
Yeah, that tree that fell down was kind of like, I guess it makes it difficult, but
Yeah.
I don't know how well designed that is. But
you'll see some people go overhand, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a few grenades if people are confident in throwing that, but I really think the play is just the low forehand.
Yeah, you want to throw something up
Below
and to the
that.
left and then let it hopefully trickle through the trees.
Yeah, there aren't any Mandos on here.
No.
There's just the water that you'll see down behind the basket. You got a nice little wall on that right side there. I mean, it doesn't really do a lot other than keeping you from throwing a really bad shot from going into the water.
Exactly.
Some nice tall trees protecting it, but
No, it's almost
Oh,
just lay it out.
mm-hmm,
Take your medicine.
for sure. You'll definitely see a bunch of birdies on it, but a lot of people will probably just play it for par and move on. Not a lot of water out here, but guaranteed to find it.
Yep. Yeah, this basket's probably 17 feet from the creek, so if you land, you can land in the circle and BOB on this hole.
Oh, very easily. Layups can go wrong pretty quickly by hitting that.
It's pretty dry around the basket too, so a lot of skips and rolls can happen too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, hole 14. You gotta throw a low shot. Alex threw it almost a little too straight. You want it to fade out a little bit so your next shot can go up the next fairway to approach the basket for your second shot.
I think this is a really fun hole. Honestly, it's one of my favorite holes to play on the course. Just I don't know. I like the holes where you have to set up yourself for your next shot. It's not just how close to the basket can you get on your first shot.
I agree.
You want to get yourself in a good position. Here you rip it nice and straight down that middle. Looks like you might fade out a little too far left.
Yeah. Usually try and put it a little more right. You don't want to hit that tree. That's guaranteed par at best. So what you see here is not a whole lot, but there is kind of a high line that goes here to the right, and then you'll want to fade left.
You hit the line, but I didn't see where it ended.
I think it hit a tree. One of the many.
The many trees that are there, yeah.
I was pretty happy with the shot. We move over here to Alex's lie, and he has just a wall of trees right in front of him. No line to the basket.
Threw it way too straight.
And Alex is really good at throwing straight, so I see why he might have done that.
Those Wisconsin wooded courses, man. They'll teach you how to throw straight pretty quick. There's a little bit of water on that right side.
That same stream from the hole before.
Yep,
and it's also on hole 12 too.
Carries down the whole way, and then you'll see we're approaching that stream as it comes back across again. So you really want to get over that. It's just a wall of trees if you come up short there too. So
on your approach here, these trees on the right here make it really hard to do with just a swinging hyzer. So you almost have to throw like a sawed-off hyzer to get past those, or maybe like a little flip up, like an inside flip up shot that will glide straighter after it turns.
I'm not sure what I was doing there. That's a really bad disc selection. It just carried way to the right. It is really, I mean, you can kind of tell from the angle there that you can kind of push straight, but it really needs to just dump off to the left. You can't just kind of glide like that. Ooh,
Kind of gave it a pretty good bid from there. A lot of trees in the way. Oh, this
Yeah.
is a nice shot.
that's a good angle.
Dang, hope you make this.
Oh boy. Oh man. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hate to see it.
Wow.
You cleaned it up that time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Basket's doing you dirty out here.
Yeah, these baskets are a little bit better than the Dynamic Discs Veteran because they have galvanized chains and they're not stainless steel, but they're still very light and very movable chains. Like the bottom ring it's really big, so it lets the chains move a lot.
Yeah.
So
So now I got hole 15. It's basically just straight ahead.
yeah,
Make that initial gap.
Good.
make that initial
Kessler
gap.
did not do. And then once you get down, you again have to get by some tall, skinny trees, kind of slide up there. But then there's that little base that you'll see as we approach the basket.
Little
There's a-
border around the green here.
yeah, so you can't really just slide it up there because 9 times out of 10 you're just gonna stick up against those logs, and then you're still outside the circle for a
Probably
putt.
Yeah, probably 40 feet for sure. And this shot was so good. It just hit invisible limb.
Yeah. Just that low ceiling, you know. You got to keep it a little lower once you're trying to get through there and get a little lucky.
I do like how where the tee pad's positioned on this hole, it makes you have to go through the gap. There really is no other line.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to get all the way to the basket.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
You could throw, if you're playing for a 3, you could throw like a hyzer or a forehand around the tree and just land it in the middle. But then you have to throw a really good upshot too. So
Yeah. And
there's
you could throw some sort of roller probably, but it's just not as consistent, especially with this log that you had just gotten over here with your drive.
yeah. Give me a little bit of an awkward footing too. Don't have a lot of space for it. But
Yeah.
Dang, that's nice too though.
thanks, man. Still, just as you can see, even made it inside that log and it was still outside the circle.
Mhm.
Could
Thank
step
you.
put it.
All right. Well,
The
Hole
beautiful
s-
hole 16.
yes, sir.
I love this hole. This hole is so picturesque. Coming from the Midwest and not having any views like this, and then coming out here and seeing this hole, this is something
Yeah.
else.
The mountains behind it, so pretty.
Yeah. Got a little bit of the snow cap on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of
Oh, there it goes.
touring pros have come here and have complimented the mountains here. And I grew up here around these mountains, and they've almost become just something that's usual.
Yeah, just kind of take it for granted for a
Yeah.
little bit.
But I totally see that they're very pretty.
So now on this one, there's no wall there right now while we're playing it. But for both the Utah Open and Worlds, this will play as an island. So the wall is, I want to say, maybe 4 feet off from that line that you can kind of see that forms the circle.
That I just didn't make it in.
Yeah, I also did not make it in with that forehand. I personally opt for the forehand line because I know I can't really push that water deep. I don't know. That's one of my biggest fears. It's not so much making the island; it's just keeping it on the island, not going deep.
Yep.
You have that tree that we just passed on the right there that makes the backhand shot a little trickier. Left
You have to
side's a
throw
little
higher.
more open. Yeah. So now you see the drop zone. What did you say, like 60?
Yeah.
65-ish feet
Yep.
away from the basket. Not really a lot of danger. You're not looking back at the water or anything. I guess you're afraid if maybe you make contact with the basket and it rolls towards the water, but
Yeah, I guess you could probably hit the rim on the right side and have it jump up and roll into the water.
yeah. Not really that much of a fear.
Yeah. Definitely runnable. Almost connected on that.
Yeah, you give it a bit.
Juiced it.
Yeah. Up over the top. Just tap in and clean those up. And
Mm-hmm.
Good putt.
Yeah.
it's fine. How's it going, man?
Guys.
Good.
Good.
Good old 17. This is definitely a unique hole on the course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're trying to make it through this wide gap that you see there. It doesn't look too wide off the tee, but once you get up there, it's there. You can also go up this right gap that is maybe a little harder to hit, but it'll set you up, I think, for a better shot if you can land on the fairway up there.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough today to be able to actually play that. Usually this is a very popular fishing spot, so this tee position is a little difficult to play with people fishing from the banks.
Yeah. But the gap that you go through, that Alex threw, if you can get it turning through that gap and then maybe fade out a little bit, you can get quite a bit of distance.
Yeah.
But you never know what you're going to have as your approach shot, because there's a lot of trees, a few different lines. But
yeah, I mean, absolutely perfect. You just get right to that opening after the water, I think, and then you just have a straight mid-range to fairway driver upshot from there. Like, if you could move me over to the left a little bit more, that's a lot better. But trying to throw a turning shot, and putter just kind of carried on me a little bit. But even at that, still have a look at par.
oh,
Whoa.
yeah, today was not our day for this course. We've played this much better.
Good bit on that one. Those logs in the back, those are OB, correct?
Yeah, there used to be a little corral around the basket, and I think they've removed that now and put the logs back by the asphalt to maybe help you from staying. You're going OB.
Yeah.
And this is hole 17. We did not play 18 because the new tee pad was not installed yet. But
Yeah.
look out for that. It's a little further back than past years, and the basket will be a lot further into the right than some of the Utah Open coverage that you've seen.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a good one. It'll be a challenging hole.
Yeah. Nail biter for the finish if it's close.
Absolutely. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the coverage. Hope you guys enjoy Worlds. We hope to see a bunch of you out there. It's going to be a great time. I know we're all excited for it. And
yeah, don't forget to come up to Infinite Discs. We're only about 45 minutes away, and we'll have potentially some tours.
Yeah.
Of the warehouse.
Yeah, might be able to stamp your own disc.
Custom stamped discs.
How cool is that?
We always have stuff in our shop that isn't online, so
there's some gems in there. You can find some good stuff.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Till next time, throw what you love.